Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I don't know. Just couldn't sleep. So how are you guys, huh? So I'm doing a little after dark walk. Yeah. My husband thinks I'm nuts. Why do you want to go out and walk at 5 o'clock in the morning for? Why not, right? Why not? It's good for the health, right? Well, maybe if I can get around the car. You know, what's weird is I'm getting that pain back in my foot. And I'm like, did I eat something that I shouldn't be eating? It's right like in my ankle, you know? My ankle pain, which I don't like that. It's just so nice out here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for much of a walk. I just wanted some fresh air, get out of my office. Yeah, nothing wrong with some fresh air in the middle of the night, right? Just a nice, cozy little walk. Kinda nice. Yeah. Kinda nice. Maybe I'll sleep better when I go back in the house. Yeah. It's the first time I noticed that birdhouse. Oh, and there's a sidewalk right here, too. I never noticed this sidewalk before. Look, a birdhouse. Yeah, my ankle's really bothering me. I don't know why. And when that pain hits, it makes my toes curl up. And I'm like, walk straight, don't curl your toes. Maybe I shouldn't be walking. Yeah, walking's good for you. Maybe not in the middle of the night, though. I think I'm gonna go back to the driveway. Suddenly it doesn't seem like a good idea to be afraid. I mostly wanted the air. Fresh air is good for the soul. And walking's good for the heart. You know, the quiet is good for the soul, the spirit. Well, I hope my ankle, that pain, discomfort goes away by morning. This sucks. Yeah, my body isn't happy right now. My body's rebelling big time. But it is nice to be out here walking. And who says you just can't just stand here? Go back. back up my driveway. Yeah, my ankle is really bothering me. I don't know if I twisted my ankle or what. Dang it. I don't recall twisting it. Oh. Yeah, this is not good, guys. I feel like I've lost all my momentum right now with my ankle sore. It's hard to walk. Yeah, not good. Well, crap. I was going to walk up to the corner and back. This is killing my ankle. Well, I hope that is gone by morning. Well, later on today, because it's already morning. Yeah, my mind, I couldn't quiet my mind. So I figured maybe I just need to get some fresh air. Yeah, after I left the chat, I started watching some videos about the whole next step of being monetized. And I'm like still kind of unsure about things. So I figured, you know what? Just try to go get some sleep. And then while I was sleeping, my mind just kept, moving and going and thinking about it. And it's like, oh, I don't know what they're going to do to my channel. And because I didn't have to turn nothing on or anything, that they have it already all set up. And I don't really understand what they did. And according to the videos, they pick out even the type of commercials and stuff. So I don't know, guys. So it's like my mind is racing and all that stuff. So I'm just going to have to see if it's something I want to do. So I'm just going to take the weekend and play around with it and see what I think about it. Yeah. So there's that. That's on my mind. I'm right back. A week ago, I went on the scale. Well, actually more than a week ago. Yeah, it was right after the beef. Remember when I was doing that 7-day beef diet? Well, when I got done with that, I was like right about 309. And then I went back to like the regular diet. And when I was on the beef diet, I eliminated everything except for the beef, butter, and water, and salt. And so I got down to 309 or 308.8 or something like that. You might as well just call it 309. And then introducing some stuff. And when I did the eggs and bacon, I really didn't notice much of a fluctuation there. But however, when I did the cheese for 2 days, and it wasn't a lot of cheese, it was like a couple of slices each day, I went I woke up on the third day, and my hands were swollen, and my feet were a little bit swollen. And I stepped on the scale, and I was at 312, so I gained like 3 pounds. And of course, you don't gain 3 pounds overnight. I knew it was water weight. And now I'm back down. It's a few days later, and I periodically check my weight just to check. I'm not doing it every day to actually check, see if I'm losing. I'm checking it to check on water weight gain. So it's a big difference. And if I've lost the water weight and et cetera, et cetera. So now I'm back down to 309 again. But today was my birthday party, and I had a couple of teaspoons of sour cream. I did use a little bit of cheese, but I just sprinkled it on top of my meatloaf cake. So I probably didn't have much at all, not even a quarter of an ounce of cheese. I mean, very little. It's just sprinkled lightly. So I don't think that would have hurt me. So I'm curious to see what I weigh when I get up. I'll check, see if I gained any water weight from my birthday party. So I've been thinking about that. And even if I did, it's just going to be water weight because I didn't cheat. I remained carnivore all the way. I might have had 1 carb, which maybe 2, but that's it. My granddaughter did make something, and I had a small bite of something that I shouldn't have. But it wasn't even, it was a very small. It was just enough to taste something. I don't think that's going to kill me either or ruin it because I didn't have a whole piece. It wasn't even a full bite. It was just like a taste. So I've been like running all that through my head, and it's like, brain, slow down, stop, let me sleep. But I gave up and got up and thought, you know what, I'll go out for a walk. So here I am. So it's like 59 degrees out here. Nikki would not like this, but it feels nice. It does. It feels nice. It feels nice. I can hear the crickets. Can you hear the crickets? I know they can't be frogs. Gotta be crickets. I really love nighttime. Am I weird because I like nighttime? It's just so peaceful. You can be with your thoughts. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking about my diet. I did like that meatloaf though. It was probably a little overdone. I wish I didn't overcook it, but things were happening in the party. And so I got carried away, and so there's always that. So I think if I could lose about another 10, 15 pounds, I'm going to try to drive. I'm going to try it. I just want to get down I want to get under 300. I get under 300 and I'm going to get behind the wheel and try. I don't want to do it now and get disappointed. I would rather have a goal and know that once I hit under 300, because I know when I was 303, I was able to drive. So it wasn't much longer after that when it was difficult to drive. But I had a Cadillac. My car was a Cadillac. And yeah, it was a lot bigger than this car. This car, well, now it's mine and Ron's. It's in both of our names. But this was considered his car, but now it's our car. My car I actually gave to my daughter, my Cadillac, because I wasn't driving. And I figured, And now I'm like, now I want to. But you know what? That's okay. Yeah, there were things about that car I didn't really like. Yeah, so I'm getting excited. I got all these things coming up. And then I want to, go to different places to walk and not always be on my street. I checked the zoo tonight. I would love to go and walk at the zoo. $31 a person to walk at the zoo. I'm like, what? I just wanted a place to walk. I didn't want to pay $31 to go walk. I'm not that interested in watching snakes or spiders or anything else weird they got there. So it's that. I guess I'm like a fearful animal watcher. I'm afraid of animals. Which reminds me, you know what my husband did? No, I take that all back. Not what my husband did, what my ex-husband did. Weird situation. We were married. I had the main house with the kids. No, we were divorced. We were once married. We got divorced, and then he decided he was going to build a house in the back of our lot. And then, and I had the main house with the kids. So, yeah, he lived in the back lot. We had like 2-3 acres, and he just lived on the other side by the swamp. Good place for him, by the swamp. But he calls me up. He says, Barbara, come down here. Hurry up, come down here. So I figured he had an emergency or something. So I go rushing down to his camp. And he goes, did you see it? And I said, see what? He says, there was 2 black bears outside my door. You called me down for that? He goes, well, I figured if they got after you, they'd leave me alone. What? What a creep. Why I was thinking of that, I don't know. I guess it was the zoo. I told you I think about weird shit. Yeah, he did that to me one night. And another thing with the animals. I was doing dishes. It was late at night. All the kids are in bed. That's when I, reset my kitchen. And I'm standing at the sink, and I look out the window, and I'm looking, and I'm like, what is that movement out there? And I'm looking, and I'm like, I want to see what that movement is. And so I get right up close to the window pane, and I see eyeballs looking back at me. Eyeballs looking back at me. And I'm like, what the heck? And yeah, I turned the outside light on, and it was a moose looking back in at me. That was the first and only time I ever saw a moose in my backyard. But it was the crabapple trees, and there was through our forest a bit. I say forest, but through our yard a bit, there is a apple orchard, and they probably came from there. I'm sure moose came from everywhere to go to that apple orchard to eat apples. But to have a moose looking at you through the kitchen window, that's scary, guys. That is so scary. Yeah, they're good eating, though. They are good eating. I wonder how they are on the carnivore diet, though. Anyone know? It's moose. It's meat. It comes from a moose. I have no idea how many stomachs it has. You know how they say sometimes animals have like that second or third stomach? Yeah, I'm not sure what a moose would have. Very wild tasting meat, though, and hardly any fat. They're very, very lean. I hear voices. I probably should get my butt in the house. So yeah, I might be doing maybe not this week. Wait a minute. Let's see. That's 45. Might be this coming week. I'm thinking about doing another beef. All beef. The elimination, so I can get under 300 pounds. That might do it. Do an all beef. Do all beef from now till I'm underneath 300 pounds. That's what I'm thinking about doing. All beef, butter, salt, water, coffee. I'm seriously, guys, thinking about it. Because I'm stocked up on some beef right now. I got a couple of steaks, so I can have some steak stirring it. I got a lot of like stew meat, a lot of packages of stew meat. I got a lot of hamburg. So I think after this weekend, eat up what I have for already prepped meals. I don't want to lose meat because I got a couple of pork meals. And so after I do that, probably maybe Monday, start on an all beef and do it till I get under 300 pounds. I wonder if that's crazy of me. What do you think? You think that's an all right challenge? Do all beef. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to start. I'm trying to think how much I got. I got my meatloaf. That's beef and pork. Yeah, I got to wait till I get my meatloaf because that's got pork in it. And it's got bacon too. All right, so I'm going to finish eating my meatloaf and my leftovers. I got like a little bit of pork chops left. So that will be for tomorrow. And then come Sunday, I'm starting my all beef. And I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to challenge myself to stay on it until I'm under 300 pounds. Because I'm so close. I'm so close, guys. I'm so close. I want it so bad. I want it. I want it. It's all right. You guys got to help me get through this. Because I did an all beef about a week and a half ago. And it drove me nuts. I don't know, though. Because that means I won't have eggs either. All right. I'm going to allow myself eggs. I'm going to allow myself eggs. So eggs, beef, butter, and coffee. That way there I can have some eggs with my hamburger. Because I like drizzling eggs yolk over my hamburgers. Yeah. All right. That's starting Sunday, guys. All beef starting Sunday. Get under 300 pounds. That's what I want. I want to get under the threes. And I'm so close. Could do it in a week and a half. Might end up taking a month. What if it took a year? All right, I'm going to do it. Yep, I'm going to do it. I just made my mind up. I want to get under 300 pounds. Want to get under the threes so bad. I do. I want to get under the threes. Oh, I want this. I don't want to be the biggest person in the house anymore. That's also one of my goals. Get away from being the biggest person. My daughter and grandchild are right up there. My 16-year-old, she's a good size, chunky. She's not that up there, but my daughter, she's getting up there. She's inching. And she keeps saying, I'm on a diet too. We'll see. We'll see. I want to get smaller than her. See, the thing is, the reason why they weigh more, to be honest, I have the belly, but my legs, they call my legs chicken legs. They don't understand how my legs can hold me up because they're so thin. And they have bigger legs. So a lot of their weight is in their thighs and butt. So mine's just all in my butt and my belly. Because my legs are skinny. My legs are like many inches smaller than theirs. What the heck is in front of my gate? I don't know. I thought I went through that gate. I didn't notice anything in front of it. All right, guys, I guess I best go in there. Face the world. Thanks for chatting with me. Yep, I am going to do that starting Sunday. Another challenge. But I'm going to do it with eggs. Eggs it is. All right, guys. Be good to one another. I'm going to go in. I'm going to edit this. Drink some more water. And try to go back to sleep. Gotta get my mind clear from watching all those videos. I need to stop. What it is no, I'm not. I'm squirreling. I'm gonna stop. Nope. I got a mustache. Man, you know, I was just about to squirrel again. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Be kind to one another. Love on your pet. Adopt, or better yet, rescue a pet. You know, people are really starting to rescue pets. It's the in thing. So get in with the thing and rescue a pet. And on that note, I'll see you later. Bye. Catch you on the next live, next video. Toodaloo.